So, first thing I want to address on today's live stream that this is day 25 of my 64 days of truth journey. And this journey is about showing up live every day to share my truth, share the truth of what I'm feeling on each day, what I'm going through. And for those of you who've been with me on this journey, it's the second time I'm doing this journey. The first time I did it, I broke off on day 25. So I had done 24 days. On 25th day, I did not go live, and then I stopped for about 5 days, and then I restarted the journey with this series. And so this for me is day 25 of the second phase, and that already is a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough to a new level because last time I stopped at 24. And why I want to address this is that oftentimes we can even get stuck at the same place again and again and again, and it can be a challenge. I know this from experience working with several people that when we are confronted with the same the same pattern or the same indicator of a failure or some kind of setback, it tends to put our put us into a state where we withdraw and tend to fail again at the same place at the same level. And I can say that I was not experiencing it very strongly, but there was resistance because once again the same thing is happening as it did in the first time, which was after 24 days I went through a major shift in my life. And it was so chaotic and so messy that I did not know what my truth was. And the reality is that that was my truth, that I did not know how to express my truth. But I did not feel secure enough to go live and say that I don't know how to express my truth today. And that's what made me break my journey. But the main reason was that there was a big shift in my life, and that caused a lot of uncertainty, a lot of inner shifts that led to me not knowing who I am on that day and how to express that. The same thing is happening again. That after 24 days, I'm going through a big shift. Today is something pretty monumental in that I'm starting a new phase in my own journey in my life. That today I launched an experience that I'm going to be facilitating soon. It's a spiritual journey that I'm going to be leading, which marks the 11-year anniversary of my spiritual awakening. And the intention of this spiritual journey that I'll be leading, which you are invited on, you can join this for free. You'll find the link in the description below and on my website. The intention is to celebrate how much has happened in the last 11 years, and for each of us to come together and celebrate your spiritual journey, however far you have come. Because this is something, again, I know from experience that we tend to get very focused on the road ahead and how much is left and how much is missing and how much more there is to do, and we forget how much has been accomplished, how much has been shifted. And oftentimes that is the block. We forget how much we have actually done, how much we have actually grown, how much we have shifted. So one intention of this spiritual journey is to come into this state of celebration, of being grateful to our past selves for how much effort we have made to get to where we are today, how much it has taken, how the struggles, the battles, the challenges that we have overcome, the pain that we have faced, even if we have not overcome that pain, but we have just faced it and reached here today. So that's going to be one big part of the spiritual journey. And then, of course, I'm going to be leading the journey deeper into taking that as the foundation to launch into the next phase of our lives. And I'm going to be doing it through sharing my own journey of spiritual awakening, going from someone who was a complete atheist, hardcore rational skeptic person, software developer, techie nerd, to becoming a spiritual teacher, a spiritual master, an ayahuasca retreat facilitator, someone who's deep into the spiritual world and the whole journey from that. And even though I've gone deep into the spiritual world, I've not lost my skepticism. Skepticism of what doesn't make sense, skepticism that keeps me grounded, not to just get lost in stories and too much into the spiritual world, but still knowing the truth of the divine. And that's also the topic for today, is that there is personal development, which is the work that we do on ourselves to grow, to face our pains, to heal ourselves, to grow, to just grow in life, and to become the next level version of ourselves. And we can do all of that inner work, we can do all of this personal growth, personal development without having any relationship to anything beyond. Like you, it doesn't need to be a spiritual journey, it doesn't have to have any connection to the divine. It can literally just be, it's about me with myself wanting to become a better person. And there is some spirituality in that, but that's exactly what I want to talk about, is that there is personal development, and then there is the divine, there is the spiritual world, there is spirit, there is the higher energies, higher forces, higher dimensions that are beyond us, beyond our personal self, beyond our collective self, beyond the physical world. And for me, spirituality is our connection to spirit, it's our connection to the divine. And cultivating that is a whole other layer or level of the journey beyond personal development. The two can go hand in hand, they complement each other extremely well, but also you can just be doing personal development that's completely devoid of any connection to spirit and divine. And spirituality for me is not about beliefs, it's not about rituals, it's not about things external. It's truly the connection to the divine, that which is mystical, that which is ineffable, that which is like truly it. What is life? Who are you beyond all of these constructs? Like the connection to truth, the connection to the source of life, spirit. What I experience and know as spirit is the force of life, that which is in between everything, that which brings matter and energy together, that which brings light and dark together, that which unifies and separates everything, that which gives us the experience of individuality and oneness at the same time. Like, that is spirit, and our connection to that force, our connection to something that is beyond ourselves, something that's transpersonal, while being grounded in the personal. This for me is what I describe as the spiritual journey. Is it's how to be in both worlds, how to maintain the connection to the material world and to the divine at the same time, how to be human and how to be divine at the same time. So this is the journey that I'm going to be leading, which will be starting soon. I'm not giving a lot of details. When you go to the page to sign up, which you'll find in the description below, you're not going to see a lot of details, because signing up for this journey is not about information. It's not about the mind. The whole journey here is about going beyond your mind. It's not about losing your rationality and your skepticism and your logic. It's about evolving it. It's about evolving it to incorporate higher dimensions, higher truths that are currently outside the scope of your reality. Whether you are someone who is an atheist and curious about consciousness, or you're someone who's already on the spiritual journey and wants to just go much deeper, much deeper. Like the way I have guided people who are pretty advanced on the spiritual journey, and there's infinitely more to go. And if you feel the calling for this, it's not because of any information that I could provide you, it's a feeling. So whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, if you have the feeling, if you have the calling that this is something that's going to take you deeper on your journey, is going to give you something, you're going to find something in this experience that will take your own journey to the next level. It's a feeling you will have, it's a knowing you will have within you that I'm meant to be here. How long you're meant to be in the experience, how far you're meant to go, no one knows. I also don't know how long this whole experience is going to last. So I'm going to be going with it very intuitively. It's going to be unfolding in real time with you. And you will know when you are complete in this experience and it's time for you to leave. Signing up for it is completely free. So you can check out the link in the description, sign up, and the moment you sign up, the experience begins. It's not just about the live calls that I will be facilitating, it's a whole experience that will be happening offline. You will have your own contemplations, your inner experience. There'll be a community in which you can participate. Plus, there will be live calls, transmissions, activations, some opportunities for coaching. All of that is going to be there. So, if you have any interest in cultivating your relationship to the divine, to a new level, to a deeper level, and you feel called to go on this journey with me, check out the experience listed below called Encounters with the Divine. It's on my website, it's also in the description on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you in there. So that's it for today. This is day 25. I'm very happy that I have crossed this barrier. I'm very excited because now I am entering a new phase and there's a whole new energy coming to do the next phase of live streams. Let me just commit now. I'm going to be going the whole 64 days, but it does feel like the next 24 days feels like another phase. So 24 days have gone, another 24 days up until I reach 64 days. The cycle will keep unfolding. So I'm excited, and I look forward to seeing your comments, your shares, and I look forward to seeing you in the experience Encounters with the Divine. See you tomorrow for day 26 and see you in the experience.